All right, well, we're outside in the 9 News backyard. I'm with Patrick O'Meara, the Associated Landscape Contractors of Colorado, and today we're going to talk a little bit about trees. I know we've had some up and down weather this season, so in general, how are trees across the area doing?
They're not doing too poorly. I mean, we started with such good moisture in the spring, so everything put on a good flush of growth. And then it was a fairly cool summer, which it's always nice around here. And it's been hot lately, so we've seen a couple of heat stress type items.
Right.
We've got some scorch going on, that's a linden, and there's more scorch going on in a buckeye, but for the most part it's been okay.
All right, yeah, and so like you said, we've had some hot days, then we had kind of a false fall week, and then the hot days again, and then cool and rainy today. What does all of this do for the trees? What do we need to know going forward?
So one of the things that is on the bad side of what happened this year was, number one, we had so much growth.
Oh,
We had
okay.
so much growth on all these trees that these are ready to snap in snowstorms. So we've got that much more so, and hopefully that won't happen, but that's a good reason to get your trees pruned now. We've also had a lot of diseases show up. We've got Dutch elm disease for the first time in over a decade in the city of Denver.
Wow.
We've got Cytospora on spruce. We've got Ips beetle on spruce. We've got fire blight on crabapple and apple. And we just found the dreaded emerald ash borer
Right.
down south where I live in Centennial and Littleton.
Right, and so what do we do to manage all of this? I know, like you said, all of the moisture we've had has been good for growth, but it's also had its bad sides. We have all of these diseases. How do we manage it?
So I always recommend just call a certified arborist. Get someone to come out and take a look at your trees. They'll be able to tell you if something is bad, really bad, okay, or it's just simple things like mechanically, you need to prune your trees. And especially, I mean, think about the September storms that we've had. We've had some big snowstorms, and these aren't ready for it, especially if they're all leafed out.
And that leads me right into preparation for this fall and this winter. It sounds like the biggest thing we really need to be prepared for is our trees being too heavy for some of the snow and ice that we may be seeing.
Yeah, they look great. I mean, they're feeding themselves through photosynthesis and all, but that is just, there's too much weight at the end of these. And when those start catching snow, like I said, that lever arm, that likes to snap.
Yeah, and those can be pretty bad, especially if you're near power lines or if
Oh,
it's near
yeah.
a home or a car or
Yeah,
anything like
for
that.
sure.
Once the first heavy snow really starts to set
Yep.
and these trees can't maintain the weight.
Yep. And it feels like we've already had too much damage this year as it is. So
Yes.
get your trees pruned.
Okay.
At least looked at.
So we're getting the trees pruned, and we're watching for the diseases as we go through the next couple of months. All of this mostly managed by hiring an arborist.
Yeah.
All right.
Have someone come out who knows what they're looking at and knows what you've got and knows what they can do.
All right, well, thank you for coming out, Patrick. And if you missed any of this segment, we have it this evening on 9news.com. Make sure that you're taking care of those trees.
Thanks for having me out again.